Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars action figure review. Today I am incredibly excited to share with you an exclusive first look at the latest wave of Star Wars The Black Series archive figures. Now, as we all know, the aim of the archive line is to reintroduce characters that are core to classic and modern Star Wars in action figure form to new collectors or those who may have missed out on adding these characters to their existing collections. Now, if you are indeed new to Star Wars collecting, or you're taking your first steps into a larger world by diving into the realm of the 6-inch scale, this latest wave of figures from Hasbro should tick at least one or two boxes for you. Now, as you can see, the latest wave of Black Series Archive does feature 4 characters that are at the heart of Star Wars entertainment, both past and present. First up, we have Ahsoka Tano. This figure depicts her appearance in The Mandalorian, and of course later on her self-titled TV series. This is a really nice figure. Her story over the last 15 plus years has become intertwined with and has run parallel to Anakin's, which puts this character right at the heart of the Star Wars saga, and indeed makes her worthy of a place in new or existing Star Wars collections. She does feature incredible sculpted detail, great paint applications, and a likeness that in my opinion is second to none to Rosario Dawson, who of course plays Ahsoka in live action. As you can see, the costume is really nicely sculpted and detailed, and she does feature her trademark lightsabers as well, with those iconic curved hilts. The packaging, of course, for all these figures is the standard archive packaging. You've got the Black Series logo at the top, the archive line name down the side, and some really nice artwork on the front of the box. On the reverse side, you'll see the original release of this figure, accompanied by a brief description of the character and some incredible artwork once again. So really exciting opportunity to get this figure back into the line. And again, a really cool figure. I haven't actually reviewed this one, so I'll definitely have to do that at some point in the near future. Moving on throughout the archive line, we do of course have Grogu, arguably one of the most recognisable and iconic Star Wars characters from current media. This is a really nice figure once again, and one that personally I'm really happy to see reissued in the archive line, as I missed out on the first release of this figure. I love the additional accessories with this one. You've got the frog, some food containers, the little gear shift knob from the Razor Crest, and a really cool mythosaur necklace, which I absolutely love. I also really like the colour scheme on the hover pram on this figure as well, and it does of course come with a lid, and overall it's a really nice looking figure. The sculpt on this one for such a tiny figure is really good. Once again, with the packaging, we do have standard artwork on the front there, which looks really cool, the character name down the side, and then on the reverse the first edition of this figure that was released back in 2022. And again, a brief description of the character. So again, if you're a casual Star Wars fan, you obviously know who this little guy is, and there's a pretty good chance you want to add this figure to your collection. So this is a great opportunity once again to do that. The penultimate figure in the wave needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway. Luke Skywalker is arguably, if not the most iconic character in the Star Wars galaxy, and his appearance at the end of The Mandalorian Season 2 is without a doubt one of the coolest moments in Star Wars history. This figure depicts him in his black robe, green lightsaber ignited, ready to take down an army of dark troopers. Now, I have actually reviewed this figure already. You can check it out if you haven't done so already, and if you have seen that review, you'll know that this is probably my favourite Luke Skywalker figure released in the Black Series so far. The soft goods are really well done, the sculpt on the tunic underneath is absolutely phenomenal, and out of the box, on the shelf, this figure delivers. He looks so good. As you can see, we have artwork on the front of the box once again. A reasonable likeness to Mark Hamill. This one does seem a little bit better than the original release, I have to say. The paint applications do seem a lot crisper. And of course the lightsaber is really nicely sculpted and painted. On the reverse side, once again, we have that original figure that was released back in 2023. This one originally came out in plastic-free packaging, so what's really cool about this release is that it's now in a window box, or in this instance a card, so you can now see the figure on your shelf if you're an inbox collector. So this is really, really cool, and again, it's a great figure, one that's quite difficult to come by nowadays, so it's really cool to see him once again released in the archive line. So really, really happy with this release as well. And finally, we continue the 25th anniversary celebrations of Star Wars Episode 1 with none other than Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padawan learner. Now, if you've seen my latest review on the Jedi Legend Obi-Wan Kenobi, you already know just how good this head sculpt is. The likeness to Ewan McGregor is absolutely on point. The first edition of this figure was released all the way back in 2018, and I'd argue that the photorealistic facial printing on this one is even better than the original release. Again, really nice, crisp paint applications there. It looks really, really good, and it's a phenomenal figure. It fetches, or the original release at least, fetches a hefty premium on the secondary market. So it's once again really, really cool to see this figure released again and available to collectors. He does come with his trademark blue lightsaber, and I do have to say, Obi-Wan's lightsaber hilt from Episode 1 is probably my favourite design. I absolutely love the black and silver highlights on the hilt there. They look really, really good, and the figure itself is really nicely sculpted. Obviously, all of these figures feature the premium detail and articulation that you'd expect from the Black Series, and once again, we do have the standard archive packaging for this one. So we've got the image of the character on the front there, and then on the reverse side, the original release, which that brings back some memories of the old black and red boxes from 2018, 2019. And of course, we do have a brief description of the character as well. So all in all, a really nice selection of characters available in this latest archive wave. So that concludes our look at the latest wave of Star Wars The Black Series archive figures, and here they all are out of their packaging. Naturally, like I said, each of these figures features detail and articulation that you'd expect from the Black Series, with really cool accessories to boot. These will be made available to pre-order here in the UK via staractionfigures.co.uk, and they'll be made available at 6 PM GMT on Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. What makes this wave even more appealing is that Star Action Figures have partnered with the incredibly talented toy photographer Mr. Stormtrooper Davis from Instagram to offer up an exclusive set of 4 prints with every pre-order of this wave, and you'll find a link below in the video description where you can take advantage of this exclusive offer. At the end of the day, guys, we're all toy collectors, and our toy community is built by people from all walks of life with a shared passion for the world of Star Wars. If you already own these figures, that's great, but keep in mind there are new collectors and fans joining us every single day, and lifelong collectors can help expand and strengthen our community by sharing figures like these. There's something for everyone when it comes to Star Wars, whether it's 3 3/4 inch, 6 inch or beyond, and I'm really excited to see what the future of our hobby looks like. As always, thank you guys for tuning into this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe for many more action figure reviews coming soon. And once again, a huge thanks to the team at Hasbro UK who afforded me the opportunity to be the one to give you guys a first look at these figures. Until next time, thank you all for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.